Oh, I got a sample of the new Kuihman's new hit piece. It starts with what? Serious?
You got me, Vincent. I'm pro comedy. I'm rad.
You're radically pro comedy. Yeah, I want to see this in context because I don't really know what's funny about his humor. Yeah, it's born to explain a joke. You have to defend joke with the shit Kuihman does. It's hilarious.
Radically pro comedy. You got me, Vincent. Hands up.
Wait.
What was wrong there? Wait. Piece on me.
Yeah, hippies on ya. You need better media literacy skills. I'm just gonna let most of this play while I actually play a game.
I spoke to him briefly. We had a little argument. It went better than you'd expect, to be honest.
Yeah, little argument. I don't argue. I don't argue. I listen and try to figure things out, Kuihman. Again, media literacy. I try to understand things. You make content. Humor is subjective.
We left on okay terms. Okay, he's a morale hater. Yeah, he did a hit piece on morale.
Hit
morale's
piece.
abusive.
No, technically I did something highlighting the manipulative behavior of morale. Okay. It was both an educational piece on the traits of people who like to manipulate people. Okay, using morale as a case study. But this goes over these guys' heads, I guess.
So we're gonna take a look
at
Vincent Martin's new 25-minute hit piece on me, saying, "Is Kuihman a grifter or?"
Hit piece, hit piece, hit piece. Yes, you're under such attack, under such scrutiny.
And that's the title. So let's take a look.
That's the title. Oh, God.
Let's try that again. Kuihman is a YouTuber, I guess. He does the stream, react, other stuff, and someone, maybe himself, cuts it out as VODs. Don't know. Now let's first address the grifter claim that is in the title. Kuihman would probably try to argue against that, but that's just because he tends to argue on instinct, like when people make claims that he's a lolly defender.
Intentionally an attempt to sexually draw children.
Yep.
And that's bad. But Kuihman alone dares to ask, why would you care if people thought you were a pedophile? It's no biggie.
That's not what I said. I said pedo defender.
But it seems he managed to completely dodge that bullet with card posting, at least. Truly a brilliant example of how he turned it around on someone instead of actually, talking about his weird stance on lolly. That led to this discussion between...
Well, I was open to talking about it. Card didn't want to actually debate. Okay, look. I was fine to talk about the criticisms Card had, but he didn't want to argue about it when we were on the phone. Like, if Vincent has criticisms, I'm open to them from Vincent. Like, I'll argue this stuff. If you've got problems with stuff I've said, that's fine.
The two. But back to the grifter claim, that much is obvious whenever
the Card was merciful. He didn't Card lumber me. Exactly.
On the internet. It's all about money.
Irrelevant, anything like that? There was one slip up in the video that I definitely noticed. I won't say it on stream just for everyone's sake, but there is definitely one slip up. I don't have anything else. If you've got evidence or something, sure, I'd love to see it. Okay, so you can identify one thing that I did wrong 2 years ago, and I think you agree, reading the STV Philly logs, I made a completely good faith effort to try and resolve it, and there are people who are lying and me, okay? Why is it that you were so focused on me? Because that's the interesting drama.
So, Doomer Media has a criticism of Kuihman here, and Kuihman dodges it with his secondary position. When pressed to, this is why I wanted to demonstrate in this. When pressed on something, he'll use the "I'm a drama streamer" instead of actually answering the question or make an argument of why it's important as a drama streamer that he jumps onto this bandwagon. A little weird.
Okay, so you're just drama farming. That's why I stream about drama, bro.
Or maybe content. I'm not sure. It's totally not about the normalization of lolly or whatever crap he talked about with card posting here.
It felt like he was pulling your punches.
Well, no, I did skim through the video before I started the stream.
Well, yeah, it still seemed like you were like...
I'm very real with you. I was throwing up because I watched your videos and I was like, but this doesn't seem like card posting. First of all, it doesn't seem like card posting.
Could you not have, you couldn't have used my version of this call where it's not like coming through a phone?
Okay. Such great criticism.
So upset this guy's saying like he thinks I might be a pedophile.
My mistake.
Wait. No, he's saying, okay, no, Vincent, you're just wrong there, Vincent. Sorry. I have to. Why is a guy like calling me a pedophile? Because he didn't. No, I said this. Here's what I say in that clip that he's just showing. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I say, this guy I like thinks I might be a pedophile. The thumbnail he used had my avatar with the word nonce, question mark, and an arrow pointing to my avatar. I feel like that is perfectly good evidence to say he thinks I might be a pedophile.
Good evidence. And why he's laughing. No, it's a question, Kuihman. Just like the title of my video was a question. Something he dodges.
That's being communicated pretty clearly. Yeah, it's still up, yes. That is being communicated pretty clearly.
So, when he has a question, it's just a question. When other people have questions, it's communicating something clearly. Get your standards right, Kuihman.
So upset
I did.
saying like he thinks I might be a pedophile.
My mistake. He
Hypocritical.
doesn't do that with card posting. Kuihman slips that argument into his response to the card posting video. Just real quickly, it seems. Which I'm guessing card posting watched at some point, but it's really strange how it wasn't brought up at all within that discussion between the two. Well, not really.
You're about to see Kuihman reacting to Xanderhall here. And say what you want about Xanderhall, that he's a big lid, bad with money, dumb, stoner, filming in a church basement, maybe wants to kill his editors.
Wait,
like
so what's he saying about this
we've heard it all.
clip?
But just real quickly, it seems.
I was like saying
Into his response to the card posting video. Just real quickly, it seems. Which I'm guessing card posting watched at some point, but it's really strange how it wasn't brought up at all within that discussion between the two. Well, not really.
You're about to see Kuihman reacting to Xanderhall here. And say what you want about Xanderhall, that he's a big lid.
So we learned something new about Kuihman. It was card posting that they didn't go into it. It's not that Kuihman sort of made it weird himself. Got it. I'll accept that. It's not a great argument, but sort of deflection.
Bad with money, dumb, stoner, filming in a church basement.
Yeah, I keep
maybe wants to
getting
kill his editors.
distracted.
Looks like he has AIDS. Yeah, we've heard it all. But he's actually going to make
That's
a
a
very
card.
cogent point here about how the Nuxtaku lolly fixation was being
Great
played off as a joke
commentary.
right up until it wasn't, and that someone calling him out should have come a lot sooner. Kuihman here has now inexplicably turned his face cam on to give his hot take that jokingly being a pedophile
classic.
is actually just like a harmless goof among pals and really funny.
Maybe in 2014.
Sometimes joking about being a pedophile is funny. Yep, I will say that with Callum. Not tonight, I don't know what's going on tonight. But I have and would say that with Callum. Sometimes joking about being a pedophile is funny. Pretty much everyone's done. I think even, fucking Chud has made, like, pedophile jokes. It is funny. It can be funny. Is it always funny? Okay, and? No. Obviously, it's not always funny. Sometimes.
Oh, did he missed out? He went to sometimes Chud. How's that fucking relevant? Just because Chud does it make it good, right? Implying that Chud is the arbiter of what's funny. And maybe in your guys' limited worldview, he is. But humor is subjective. Can't explain the logic of why it's funny. Also,
It blows a line. If it's too normalized in certain communities, it can make it difficult to
See,
notice
he
red
knows.
flags for actual negative behaviors.
He knows
agree
the
with all
problem
points.
with it.
However, yeah, fundamentally, there are plenty of jokes about being a pedophile that are funny.
But it's completely fine with people calling anyone pedos as a joke when there's absolutely no evidence to back it up.
Yes, I am pro-comedy. You got me, Vincent. I'm pro-comedy. I'm radically pro-comedy.
again, what makes making false allegations funny, Kuihman? Yeah.
You got me, Vincent. Hands up.
It's like a joke that he's making in Discord to fuck with someone. It's like a joke in Discord to fuck with someone. I couldn't tell you.
Da,
that people have
da,
rapists and
da,
pedophiles in
da,
Discord chats.
da,
It's
da,
countless.
da,
I have no
da,
evidence for any of
da.
it, obviously. You'd have to be retarded to believe it.
I don't think ZV ever raped his sister. He's probably an only child. I don't give a shit. I just thought the claim that was made by a fucking autistic schizo Nomis Yalf was really funny.
Okay, well then.
Like, it's just like so obvious it's not serious. Like you can literally watch the hit piece. Literally watch the hit piece. It's so obvious he's not being serious.
It's almost as if ridicule is man's most potent weapon. There's no
Also, another point, Brown quoted Nomis Yalf, given what came out about Nomis Yalf. I don't know if it's true or not. A lot of the small commentary people are saying he groomed people. He pretty much psychologically got into these boys' little DMs and tried to, allegedly, using something like that against him. Maybe Morale is just a dumbass who just will use anything, or maybe he knows what he's doing. I'm actually gonna fucking go with he's just a dumbass who uses whatever is claimed to see if he can get a rise and piss someone off. But, I wouldn't have been able to make it so short. This video, as short as it was, if I included all those little details.
defense. It's almost impossible to counterattack ridicule. Also,
True.
it infuriates the opposite.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. No, he's spitting.
Yes,
Yes.
it is true.
Comedy is a powerful weapon. Yes, that's facts.
reacts
Yeah.
to your advantage, at least ideally. So why is Kuihman
Thank you,
reluctant
Pepsi,
to
for the
use it
raid.
against Nux? Well, probably not because he seems to be a Mr. Girl fan, infamous for his review of Cuties and his Eminem parody song, I'm a pedophile. Also, it can't be
Wait,
Kuihman
did he
is
just quote the
promoting
song?
such behaviors to encourage those in his circle to keep on doing this.
Oh,
Still,
such
it
great
looks sort of bad
commentary.
when you hide certain streams like this. Damn it, this really
Wait,
Hmm.
hide certain streams? I don't hide streams. I private things after like 3 months or something because I don't want old stuff to get reported.
Ah, excuses. Just like the satire excuse, a lot of commentary channels. I've actually done satire, okay? And I still don't half the time use it, which is probably a mistake most of the time.
doesn't help the claim that Kuihman's a grifter.
It's unlisted the moment it goes offline, right? It's in the VODs playlist.
Unlisted is fine. These streams are going to go unlisted. Private? Yeah, why are you moving the goalposts, Kuihman?
Hey, look at this sudden change in attitude from Kuihman here.
Yeah, he's a I just want a game centrist. Again, I've openly talked on multiple platforms. I don't like Endymion, so I'm going to say it right here now. Full support.
Oh, this isn't going to make sense to anyone who's not familiar with these guys here. So I want to see how far it loses him.
Of at least these statements, like this isn't Endymion dub. 100%. Whether I disagree or agree with Endymion or not doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is, I don't think Endymion is in fact, I think that Endymion is the opposite. I think that he leans too hard into not accepting relativism.
What this is projection then from yours.
Yeah, exactly, correct.
As soon as a game gets popular, you guys are too afraid.
These guys might have 100 IQ collectively.
About the wokeness because you're not conservative.
Such
you still,
great commentary.
I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes. That's not.
But what is what he's also building conservatism up as if conservatism.
That's a joke? That's a... Whoa. Low bar, Kuihman.
Is a bastion of purity. Well, guess what? Look, I don't want to upset anybody in the audience, whatnot, but I'll say it. I won't smack, it's just me.
Oh, God.
I'm not-
Leon's
I'm
a
not liberal,
bullshit
but, I
artist.
do remember.
Wait, he's an anarchist? What?
Yeah.
Was around during those times. I remember 9/11. I remember the Bush regime. I remember the illegal wars under conservatism. I remember the weapons of mass destruction hoax and Dick Cheney running the government. Let's not pretend that conservatism is inherently moral or correct. There's corrupt no matter what side of the aisle you go to, and touting on about conservatism as if it's the objectively correct way is absolutely bananas.
No, this guy's awesome actually. No, I'm on this guy's team.
Okay, time to drop this grifter bit. I'm like 90% sure Leon is a small-time grifter, and Kuihman saying he's awesome and how he's on this guy's team is more funny than proof of anything. In the end of the day, proving someone is a grifter is pointless. I mean, it would make some sense of some of the stupidity that Kuihman does, but let's get more into the hidden title of this video, hiding his true power level as Ultra Instinct Spur.
That doesn't mean that the fucking money for the Hassan video is now in some sort of a contract with the media company that was never involved in any of this shit. It just means I'm going to keep doing. It just means I'm going to keep doing work for you. Which, by the way, it confirms. Shut the fuck up, Kuihman. That confirms the work that January was done with satisfaction.
This is a classic. This is a classic, bro. This Duma Spurg out. This was classic, bro.
That doesn't mean that the fucking money for the Hassan.
Really? The Spurg out. Did he just suddenly forget how he fucking kowtowed? Used his, I'm a drama streamer. This is why I'm doing what I do.
Video is now in some sort of a contract with the media company that was never involved in any of this shit. It just means I'm going to keep doing. It just means I'm going to keep doing work for you. Which, by the way,
amoeba like memory of Kuihman like doesn't actually put together these things. This is why it's sort of funny going through this. He's just not putting anything together. He's praising his own comedy so high, and he has his own fucking chat being like, you go, Queen. Or Queer Man here.
Confirms, shut the fuck up, Kuihman. That confirms the work for January was done with satisfaction.
I don't know about legally, but ethically, to me, that does mean that you're on the hook to the company. If you've attributed that to the company,
Kuihman,
that does mean
I don't give a fuck about your morals. You are a piece of shit.
It reminded me of an argument Dark Viper AU made.
Oh, hidden message within this. Does Kuihman have morals? He claims he does. What are they? We had the little chat about it.
Against Judd Logic.
A lot, but it includes the entire video.
Of course, I don't really care that it's illegal. I care more that it is grossly immoral, for reasons I have also explained today.
Oh, you distinguish between legal and moral arguments? Well, you know who else distinguishes between legal and moral arguments? That's right, Dark Viper.
What's this?
Now, would people take the legal aspect out of the equation and make it just about the morals or ethics? Seriously, what morals or ethics are they using? I had a small section of
my morals and ethics. The ones that I make clear, the ones that I say, also making an argument as to why I think what Duma did was wrong under the morals that I have, I'm asking Doomer to provide the counter argument from his perspective as to why the argument for why what I said is not true. Right? I thought that's pretty clear. No? Is that wild?
Of my previous script where I was guessing at what
Yes.
Kuihman's ethical system might have been. My top 3 guesses for what Kuihman's possible ethical system would be ethical nihilism, hedonism, and or egotism. They fit with the grifter bit that I was originally going with, but after some feedback I decided to be more direct. And I'm leaving the title as is. He could still be a grifter of some type, maybe a political kind. Is a grifter still a grifter even if they suck at it? Not that I care to prove he's one, but I know.
How many grifters can a grifter grift? Or yeah, that doesn't work. Abandon a bit when it fails.
But with a lot of those who get called grifters, they at least have 1 or 2 people around them to white knight for them who aren't exactly on their team, or at least will pretend they're not. Now, I know most people know Kuihman is a political person, but, you know, with his commentary hat on, somehow this pass for legit criticism and commentary nowadays.
No, So, Willie said instead of apologizing saying Hassan didn't apologize, and Hassan saying, well, no, I did apologize. You're saying I didn't apologize?
You said you post, dude. This is exactly like this.
Because like, what? Let's say it goes a different way. Imagine
I want
a parallel
minerals.
universe where Hassan just didn't immediately clock that Willie. Imagine a parallel universe. Well, can you? Yeah, that's what a hypothetical is. That's what a hypothetical is, Vincent. It's like another universe, like as if things were different. Imagine a world where things were different.
Yes, hypotheticals. Not very big in commentary. You know who uses a lot of hypotheticals? Destiny. Yep, that's right. Kuihman copying Destiny with all his hypotheticals. At least he doesn't do the insane ass hypotheticals that he will not even back down on like Morale did. Oh, Jesus Christ. That man just hurts my head how hard he pushes with the hypotheticals. And he does this in debates or against people. At least Kuihman does it in his own little space.
He doesn't believe in conditionals. He said he didn't
That's
apologize.
a really weird assumption to jump to.
This whole debate goes through with Willie saying Hassan didn't apologize, and then that's just accepted. So the idea that we just, oh, Hassan's got to do the research and make sure that Willie's criticisms are true. This is like retarded. No, Willie is just he's like embellished his criticism here to try and get an own on Hassan in this debate. I know he's not taking the L when he's realized it's completely wrong.
I mean, just because this is Kuihman being more...
Yeah, whoa. Going for the own. This reminds me of Smash JT. Making it all about, yeah, Colin was just going to own on me. This is one of the fucking lamest points you can fucking grasp at. And he's doing it for fucking Hassan. Hilarious hashtag. Just the stupidity of Kuihman is... Yeah, it is funny how stupid he is. It's like gaslight 101. I get away with gaslighting. This is why no one likes me. Why do they not like me?
What was that problem? Wait, what was wrong there? Wait, you have to tell me what was wrong about what I just said.
I don't have to do jack shit, Kuihman, okay? Because this isn't a hit piece. This is an analytical piece. Trying to highlight the duality of you, man. No media literacy. Because YouTube video... Oh, wait, they're streamers. They don't understand YouTube videos are a form of media. Especially when you actually, put them together.
What was wrong there?
Oh, Hassan, maybe he wants...
I don't get it.
Sometimes a question is just a question, Kuihman.
Stupidity, which is stupid on its own. And I'm sure you'll get this. That's just a stream. Nothing he turned into a VOD. Yeah, it gives him the ability to put this stream in the unlisted sort of section he has on his channel.
Yep, dude. Yes, I unlist my streams so they don't like get flooded into the fucking recommendation.
Yes. At least the one thing I'll give Kuihman is he doesn't fucking hide his VODs behind, what is it called? A paywall. Okay. Probably would be smart for him to do so. And I love this. I hate this guy. Good. I like being hated by these people here. Okay. I don't care. It's funny to be hated by these. I don't want to call them losers. They have a place. New commentary is filled with rejects from old school commentary, which is full of cutthroat motherfuckers for the most part.
Algorithm. I want people to be driven towards my content, my video segments.
Yes, content. Always focus. You're hoping the grifter claim here. No more focus on the content than the actual arguments you make, which is fine, but it sort of makes you come off as a bit of a grifter. I was trying to explore whether that sort of perspective was right or if he had an ideological bent to what he's doing. And he's doing more political content. You know, you grab up some of the commentary audience and you bring them along for your political takes, which in Kuihman's case ain't that great. That's why he couldn't make it in Twitch poll, I guess.
Because those are edited to make sure they get ad revenue and have individualized thumbnails and metadata to help them.
Oh God.
Travel. And the live streams do.
Just because I don't utilize all this fucking growth thing does not mean I don't understand it. I am a true bred not contrarian, but fuck the system. I'm not gonna play along with all the fucking games. I'm not gonna, get the power so you can influence, but the power corrupts you sometimes. You just become a clog in the system, Kuihman. That's what you are. Any political or focus thing, poof, gone. Maybe he never had it. Maybe he just co-ops the aesthetic of the dirtbag leftists for his content. But, yeah. It's a little bit of a difficult track there. And possibly it might even disappear one day. But it definitely emphasizes the fact that if you control the framing of the debate, you can control the narrative. That is, if people listening to you buy into this crap. I have to wonder
that's
if
true. That's true. If the more control you have over the framing of a debate, the more likely you are to win, for sure. I mean, I feel like that's obvious, though. If you completely accept someone's frame with,
yes, it is obvious, but there's a lot of dumbasses in commentary. I'm getting you to admit to a couple of these things, which is great. Thank you, Kuihman. Thank you.
With no interrogation, you're likely to get led into traps. You have to be careful about how someone's framing an argument if you're contesting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't. But okay.
And I utilize a counter technique for this. It hurts you in credibility sometimes, but you get some interesting information and get people to sort of tell you what they really think, especially when you present yourself as low-hanging fruit, as I typically do. It fits very well with me. That's what the 12 rules for radicals meant by saying the price of a successful attack. Damn it! I should have made a comparison to Jordan Peterson's 12 rules for life. Fucked up there. I'll take the L on that. Is a constructed alternative. Hell, there's a...
Wait, let's read that. Oh, I haven't actually read rules for radicals. Price for a successful counterattack is a constructive alternative. Never let the...
Oh, yeah. Also, something I should have clarified is that just because you don't read it, if you emulate your content off of people who use these sort of tactics, you'll imitate these tactics. As I said, it's a morbid mess that we live in. Okay.
The enemy score points because you're caught without a solution to the problem. Okay. I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
of a successful
Postmodern
attack is a constructed alternative. Hell, there's many other of these rules that could apply to what Kuihman does. I already mentioned Rule 5 earlier. Ridicule
Yeah,
is
bro, I
meant.
literally said earlier, Jimbly, I'm only like loosely aware of rules for radicals because of the Timber on Toast hit piece on James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. That's like the only exposure I have to it, basically. I think Sargon spoke about it at some point as well.
Man's most potent weapon.
Oh yeah, and I covered that on the stream because I found that very interesting since Sargon labeled himself as a postmodern traditionalist. And he fought with James Lindsay a lot and admitted, yeah, we're fine with fucking Marx's critique of liberalism because we hate it too. We just think they're wrong with their prescriptions.
Did anyone pick up on that? Now, a good tactic is one that your people enjoy, is one I'm sure many streamers looking to make their chat happy and get new followers could fall into without even knowing the rules themselves. Rule 3, I'm not sure. Whenever possible, go outside the expertise of the enemy. Yeah, this is something I've seen from Kuihman a couple of times at the very least. And the way he sort of reviews this stuff makes me question if any of his views on anything.
I mean, like, listen, you could say that like these apply to me. I'm not consciously using them, but like, I mean, you'd have to kind of tell me what's wrong with them. Like, none of these seem like that bad.
Because they distort reality, man. Okay, they're not reflective of reality, which you're probably fine with at the end of the day. Me, I don't like delusional mindsets, okay? Does it hurt me? Probably, okay. Not feeding into the delusions of a fucking parasocial audience or any fan base. Yeah, I'll take that hit for, personal integrity, but that's just me.
No, am I crazy? It's like, yeah, these are good, like, strategies.
Oh, God.
Everyone is using, like, gay fucking tactics to win. These are like, pretty... like straightforward and honest strategies, to be honest. Like providing a constructive.
Thank you. I should have watched this sooner. What's the best thing you can do? He's just joining in with the crowd, okay? Using the same tactics as everyone else. Yeah. That's fine. I like to subvert even the subversion. It's hard to do that in a stream, so I'm dropping it for now.
Alternative? What's wrong with that? That's good, in my opinion. To me, personally.
Nah.
Yeah, you should provide a constructive alternative, ideally. Yes, ridicule is a good weapon.
Any what? Based in reality. Like, what are you responding to here? You're doing your best to discredit him in this gay little fashion here.
Is this what you're gonna do? You're gonna talk?
And it makes total sense for anyone crying that Hassan didn't watch this video. It makes total sense to not want to watch this video. It is the exact same talking points that have been made by other people against Hassan.
Why? What is even going through your head, Kuihman? Who cares if you wouldn't watch a Willie Mac video? Is this what your audience...
Wait. No, you don't understand what the point is. Has he just gone through and like skimmed videos? The whole point in that debate was that Willie Mac was demanding that Hassan watch his video. He was saying, you haven't watched my video? You haven't watched my video?
Kuihman's this dumb to not... Well, okay. Maybe he's not dumb enough to realize Hassan's tactic. Instead of watching Willie's video, he's trying to get a gotcha in the moment. When Willie Mac's criticism is in the fucking video. As simple as that. You're trying to catch him saying something wrong or misspeaking. You take him through the cycle. I'm not going to say this is an interrogation tactic, but it's a tactic to sort of get the own.
That was the context there. It's not just me saying, I'm not just saying, oh, well, I wouldn't watch a Willie Mac video. It's
the context was stupid.
Is of course Hassan didn't watch the video.
Stupid.
It's got all the same points that other people have made. He's heard them all before. Why would you go and watch more regurgitation? He would probably remember.
and talking with Kuihman made me realize, yeah, I didn't actually lay down the rules of commentary, okay? I sort of internalized them because I've been watching it so long. These guys came in, brought their own little gas shed, and now it's sort of really gay with a lot of ops. Okay, I'm not saying it's just Kuihman. Baggett, I don't even know if he's directly exposed to it, but there's a lot of fucking people ushered in with this new commentary who just do these gay opping bullshit. That's their bread and butter. That's become the standard they push for. And yeah, it pushed a lot of people away and created a new space. I don't know if I can say new commentary won, because Nicholas, he's still on top, man, and you're out of the club.
Remembers all these dramas and what he was thinking. So why would you not just ask Willie to criticize and then have the back and forth about the criticism?
Huh? You think Hassan would actually do that? How well do you know?
Video. He wasn't going to debate him on the video. Willie Mack just wanted to debate the video. Hassan brought Willie Mack on to debate.
Okay.
And then Willie Mack was like, "Well, you even watched my video? Have you even watched my video?" He didn't need to watch the video to debate Willie Mack.
Nope.
Hassan didn't rape himself. Hassan only raped himself to the same retards that are just looking for a reason to hate Hassan in that debate. Willie Mack looked fucking stupid.
But he didn't. You're only pressing that because you're pushing this. Willie Mack wasn't Hassan was misinterpreting what, based on what chat was saying, what Willie Mack was saying. He's going with the distorted reality, but Kuihman's fine with that, the distorted reality of it. He's all for 12 rules for radicals. Wow.
Go back and watch it. Again, I think I did coverage of it. That's where Vincent's getting this from. I did recent coverage of it. I went back and looked at it. Willie Mack got raped. Willie Mack looked retarded to anyone who's paying attention. He can't... He is like... It shows his method in that debate. He can't relay his own criticisms from his own video in a debate, in a live conversation.
No. He could. Hassan was making it difficult. Hassan was trying to get him in a trap. Going outside the expertise. Willie Mack, expertise is not in debates. And he still handled himself rather well. Sorry it didn't meet your approval, Kuihman, but this whole talking point bullshit that only haters fucking gobbled down, which, yeah, there is some truth in that, okay? There are a lot of sheep, especially in commentary. I'm sure you got plenty on your side also.
Well, because he hasn't put the effort in to understand the criticisms he's making. He doesn't understand the criticisms he's making.
No, that's a leap in logic, Kuihman. The criticisms he's making are well thought out. Do they hold up to debate bro tactics? I think they held up well. Not perfectly. Again, going outside your target's expertise. Willie Mack, mainly a video guy. He has conversations on stream with people. It's rather chill. He does not do debate. And he's still slightly edged out Hassan there. At least within my opinion. I would have to rewatch it. How many times do you have to rewatch it? Re-examine it? Before you just... Yeah. Illusionary truth of fact. You repeat a lie enough and people start believing it. Especially when you're stuck in certain circles.
And he hasn't actually attempted to, gain knowledge about the topic. So he can't have a live back and forth about it. This is a thing people do, by the way. This is a total... You'll see it's live from a lot of people. It was not a video from a year ago. It was... I don't believe it was a video from a year ago at all. It was a recent video at the time. What was I about to say? What was I about to move on to? I was about to say something. Where was I going? Where was I going? A lot of people do this.
And yeah, these guys use their chat as a crutch. Okay, did Willie Mack have chat as a crutch in that debate? No. So, epically well. You're using your chat. This is prime example of Kuihman using his chat to help him out. And this isn't even a debate.
Yes. Okay, I remember. Sorry. Yeah. A lot.
Oh no. Did someone remind him, or did he legitimately remember? Like, there's also debate tactic, which I've encountered when you take your time to think and your opponent presses on you. I'm sure Kuihman has a tough time with this. There are sort of stalling tactics that you can use. A general catch-on. Comedy jokes are one of those.
Fine, having live conversations with people. Okay, unless you're like actually retarded in some way, you should be able to have
projection
a live
much?
conversation and not completely fuck it up, providing that you understand the topic you're discussing. Right?
I can't believe I have to explain this. Besides the whole chat thing, different people have different sort of areas they excel. Some people work better impromptu. They can sort of bullshit their way through, which I suspect Kuihman is much better at. He has techniques probably in his back pocket to sort of get through these. Experience matters. There's also memory. You put someone on the spot, they might not, especially if you go after something that they weren't expected. Attack where this is actually not rules for radicals. This is what is it? Art of War. Attack the enemy where they least expect it. I'm sure rules for radicals would totally agree with that.
Yeah, or sleep issues. Like Vadim is like, I would count Vadim as literally retarded. Right?
Nah,
so I'm saying,
I agree.
Unless you're literally retarded, you should be fine in a live conversation. You know, you should be capable of learning a topic and talking about it at length, especially in context where someone's providing disagreement, because that's when your understanding is tested, is when you can explain the concept in different ways, from different angles, when someone's attempting to criticize it. That shows that you actually understand the topic. And if you can't do that, that's probably a sign you don't actually understand the topic, and you stop coping, saying, "Oh, I just don't."
Probably a sign that you don't understand. Well, I'm just going to let it play more. Actually, let me skip ahead here. Obviously, this is very valueless here. He's already agreed to the rules for radicals. Let me get to... he's not even questioning the B-roll I have here. It's questionable, the B-roll I chose here. Subtextual sort of crap. That was the... what is it? I don't even care if you call it the subtextual crap behind Synthetic Man being pressed for his takes on Lolicon and that B-roll.
What if?
Okay, well, can you explain this? Like, he's just saying stuff right now. None of it's like, I need examples. I need to be able to tie this back to what actually happened. Like, when did I do that? When did that happen? And what's the...
See, this is the beauty of just laying out examples to sort of establish a pattern, to see if they catch on to what you're laying down here. I'm a vague son of a bitch in my videos, sort of between the line reading. Something I need to lay off some and work on in my videos clearly. But sometimes videos like this, they're low-hanging fruit for people like this. They can create questions.
Example of that happening.
For the ones who wrote the rule book on how commentary works. Now there's just one problem with this. The rules that they're trying to get people to accept as how things operate in the commentary community is one that already existed before. It's called spur content. So how did this change occur? That's a serious question. I don't expect a serious response from anyone.
Oh. The US just struck Iran.
I have my theories, but this isn't the place for that. The point is that the people who had their supposedly their own rulebook used against them, Destiny and Mudahar, seems to have walked away, ended up mostly fine at this point in time. Let's see how that lawsuit goes. Don't care if he gets sued into oblivion, but I won't whine if he wins either. And as for the commentary channels, they tried to rope Nick into their plans to nail Destiny. Nick's shown in the past he's willing to talk to people who might try to fuck him over, because that's what he's done in the past. From experience, John Swan and a couple of others. President Sunday underestimated him.
Wait, you mean... Wait, no, it's not he talked to people that might fuck him over. You just gave an example when he leaked the call. That's him. I understand it was for the greater good, but in technicality, that would be him fucking someone over, but okay.
And he lost because Nick recorded that conversation and released what Sunday left out of his video. Then comes along...
But, okay, I don't... Did the context even change that much? Did what Nick released even change that much? And didn't Sunday drop both full calls in the end?
What the hell?
Willie Mack with his first Destiny video that includes Beckett and President Sunday in the supporting roles because...
Oh, or did he cut out... He might have cut out the part where he said the psychopath stuff or something, right? I think. Didn't that happen?
He really believes that they screwed up a lot of the discourse around here. That's an opinion. Seems to have some merit to me, but different people will have different opinions.
Yeah.
It was really during the huge debate panel where it happens. Kuihman gets Willie Mack to come in to interrogate his position on some of this crap here.
And say, hey, did you extort this person? And then you have DMs that lead you to the conclusion that they extorted.
You should, which is
let me lay this out. Let me lay this out for you 1 second.
Alright, lay it out.
You believe someone is extorting someone else. Person A is extorting person B. And you have DMs to evidence this, have led you to this conclusion. You reach out to person A, and you say, hey, are you extorting person B? And they say, oh, no, I'm not extorting person B. That's not my intention at all. But you don't provide any more evidence.
Dude, the evidence Sunday had was a single tweet that said she was taking the LSAT.
I'm not making a statement on what the evidence Sunday had was. I'm simply interrogating your standing. Yeah, I'm interrogating your standing because you're staking positions. I'm interrogating what the position actually is.
If you want to know what underpins Willie's...
So, Kuihman, because I'm rather not clear, especially in my videos, because, as I said, I want to see if people read between the lines. The point is, Willie Mack's standard is the evidence. Sunday's evidence, which Beckett used, is laughable, at least in Willie's opinion. And I tend to agree with that. Go with the evidence instead of the argument. Evidence is more solid. Arguments are a postmodern equivalent of slop. Anyone can make an argument. What evidence does someone have to back it up? I think it's important, but I align more with evidence opposed to arguments, though they work in a somewhat interesting relationship. If you can't actually make an argument for something, which I wasn't trying to do here, which is funny that they keep trying to look for it, I make a better argument in the follow-up. I like a 1-2 punch sort of model. Like to see who can follow along and what bait they will take and what they won't. I don't think Kuihman reacted to my second video. Very interesting.
Why don't you just ask him directly? Frankly, I don't think he would even tell you. Definitely seems like he's...
Wait, what was the problem there?
Is
he's struggling to follow the conversation as much as Willie is? Where was the problem? What was the problem there? I don't understand.
Oh, okay. No, I don't agree with your standard. Neither does Willie. You are the one who can't actually follow what Willie's saying this whole fucking time. Because you're imposing your standards on him. That's what I'm saying. Different standards. You don't have what Willie Mack's standards. I'm not saying either's right. I agree with the evidence over arguments. So this is a lot of evidence, not a lot of arguments. Trying to lead people to have a certain conclusion on their own not very commentary of me, but when the fuck did I ever say I was a commentary channel? Look at my older content if you want to look. Very assertive sort of style.
Perspective.
Oh my
What
God.
is the optimum way we can be completely honest?
Okay, I understand hating the fucking the ethical systems, at least for Kuihman. I find it fascinating. I had a business ethics class in college, and I did good at that. Trying to identify the ethical frameworks from different, try to make different arguments based on different ethical frameworks is something I did decent in the class, but the classroom isn't the real world. And ethics are for cucks, I guess, nowadays. I don't fucking know. Sheesh. You can't go too hard into the cuckdom like fucking iDubbbz.
Why respecting everyone's opinion, why having the best outcome. Could be wrong on that. I'm not a mind reader. I can only say it sort of parallels my own value system. And that seems to be true based on the evidence.
Okay, so this was the first video he did. Boring, he doesn't know me. He doesn't do any research. He just responds to a video he wants to claim as a fucking attack. Okay. No preamble. Let's see how he does the next one.
Okay, so what was wrong there? So this is this Vincent Martin, the
wrong.
Willie Mack School of Video Making. Just play a clip.
No, not the Willie Mack School. I do not learn from Willie Mack. I didn't follow Willie Mack until well into his career. I think, yeah, I don't fucking know when I started following him.
And expect people to think it's wrong. How would there be more plausible deniability from signaling about it?
My wedding. First of all, I think it's a miscarriage.
His jar defense video. And then he had like a really
he has to bring up the jar defense video. That wasn't a jar defense video. People can't read the context. Okay. That was against what people did against Jar. Jar's an idiot. I made that clear. He didn't know how to handle commentary. And he ended up going with the flow with the accused rather stupidly. Was he trying to get an end, to get more knowledge? Was he really stupid enough to go along with it? I found out, if you look at the videos, you can find out that Sydney Defense Force wanted to take Sydney's case to Chud Logic before Jar even got on board. And I can't prove this, but it's very likely they convinced him going on Chud Logic was a smart move. When if I knew him at the time and he asked me for advice, I'd be like, you're a fucking dumbass for thinking about it. Chud will just fucking milk you for content. I would have known that even back then. Chud is fair is just a meme, has no reflection on reality, but if you say it enough, some people, usually low IQ people, will believe it.
And then the other day, he released a Jar defense video that was picked up by like every commentary YouTuber for some reason. Like Beckett and Chud were watching it, and Xylee was watching it.
He's making an argument from authority here. Fallacy, Kuihman.
His Jar defense video. And then he had like a really embarrassing debate.
Again, it's not a defense, and it wasn't a debate. People keep on misframing this. I set up that stream very particularly, and people think they could just... EFAP did the same. The audience at EFAP frames certain things as if it's a debate. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. We learned in the last video he covered from me, those who control the narrative, conversation, controls it all.
With
Good
that
on you.
guy from the op block, where he totally rage quit and just like jumped out of the debate when you got asked a question you couldn't answer.
See, you didn't actually watch. He demanded that I answered a question that I said I didn't know the answer to. He demanded I look at it. I remember, please inform me, didn't he have criticism of Willie Mack that he demanded Hassan look at his video? It would have been easier, would have helped the conversation along. Fauci did the same fucking thing on my stream when I was just taking criticism on my video, and he moved the goalposts to something that I didn't even bring up. But of course, I let that door open only a little bit. I could have pushed back and kept him on focus with the video. Wouldn't make the same mistake again, and I think that's why Fauci keeps on fucking dodging me. He hasn't come on since. Doesn't need to. They've done their job. Their little echo chamber has their narrative. No matter what I say, it's not going to change anything. Rules for thee, not for me, I guess. Me, probably imprecise, but fuck it. They're much more bad faith. My little impreciseness is acceptable.
So it's just been absolute comedy of errors. But now he's come back with a new video, uploaded today, called "The Commentary Civil War Has Heated Up."
Oh, I thought it was about arguments. Who had the best arguments? He's all suddenly changing his tune when it suits him. Comedy gold. Last video, he fucking agreed. Mockery is the best tool because there's no way. This is just hilarious to me. He agreed with that sentiment, and now he's using it here off of many false premises.
One, Kuihman and quote-unquote friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you like
So
the
let's take a
title.
look. There's another one about me, I think.
Is it? There isn't a special focus. I think I focus on his arguments here. We'll see.
On August 10th, 2025, Willie Mack dropped a video called Hassan and his criminal friends doxed and tried to ruin my wedding. There are some online who will take issue with the clickbait title cause yeah.
Video is called Hassan and his criminal friend dox and try to ruin my wedding. First of all, I think it's a mischaracterization to paint Bad Empanada as like a friend of Hassan's.
But the primary focus of the video, Bad Empanada, isn't technically friends with Hassan. Frankly, I think Willie Mack should have titled it Hassan and his criminal comrade doxed and tried to ruin my wedding because Willie has
great title. Willie should be hiring Vincent Martin, man. I'm telling you, Vincent Martin's got all the ideas.
Think about how little time I spend like.
Thank you,
Kuihman.
Kuihman.
Or whatever, because like, I think he's coming from. Like, we have different methods, we have different tactics, we have different techniques.
Still, I don't want to get into that Hassan or Bad Empanada side of Willie Mack's video in this multi-part video series that I plan on putting out, because the primary focus for these videos will be on some of the other criticisms.
Yeah, I might actually do part 2.
The clickbait title that seems to be running rampant.
I just got the video I was putting together for this was rather boring. It was really fucking boring. I'm just like, why am I going to do this? Why? It's done. It's boring now. Okay. I like making interesting videos. If I want to be boring, I would just fucking stream all the time and turn that into VODs like these dipshits.
Being thrown at Willie Mack as a result of just a couple sections of his video.
Wow. Hard opening.
So I dug into this to see what truth, if any, there is to Willie Mack's allegation against Kuihman and his community. But unlike Dickers here, I dug deeper and found some interesting things. So I figured I would help.
Jeez,
judge
golly,
content
wow.
Cups
Such
out
stellar
with his
commentary,
digging, but
fucking.
before I
Are you
could
sure
explain
you're a
the
commentary
relevance of
streamer?
my response, which he asked me to come on stream to.
Well, you have the content creator role in Logic's Discord. Whoa.
Was playing for some reason.
I kept the analyzing background in on purpose. I'm like, should I change that? No. Maybe people will pick up I'm analyzing the background. It's a happy coincidence.
Someone else explained the connection.
Yeah, the flight logs. The flight logs. It's the black book. Oh, Spray. He was in fucking chat anyway.
Sock of Blav, a Destiny log with main character syndrome in the Destiny thread. He's made a few posts mentioning being in spicy chat / the discords of PPL like JSDLK, but
So where's the counter argument, Kuihman? Yeah.
most of those posts that I've seen, he's complaining about being banned from them.
Isn't it strange how Dickers didn't mention this on his stream? But it seems like him and J-Stock brings up this tweet.
Well, yeah, the reason, because it's not relevant, because it's not even, like, worth bringing up, because the whole point is...
And who gives you the fucking authority for the relevance of it? Please tell me.
He's replying to that guy, and this guy complains about getting banned, because he's not fucking allowed in that community.
Those posts that I've seen, he's complaining about being banned from them.
Isn't it strange how Dickers didn't mention this on his stream?
But it's not like he doesn't understand why either, you know? Like, you can say, like, yeah, I'm aware this guy's complaining about not being allowed in these communities. He knows why. It's because the fucking doxing shit.
Seems like him and J-Stock brings up this tweet later.
I mean, that's like basically it. I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier. I think Morale suggested that this was the first person to actually publish information. I took a look and tried to see if I could verify it, and yeah, so far as I can see, this is I'll send you my tweet real quick.
Yeah, the Blight Pulse account. Yeah. No, I've seen all this. I was just talking about it, that it was a sock puppet account that was made, dropped the info, and then basically has only ever commented on Willy. No positive comments towards Kuihman, nothing like that, right?
No interaction with anything even discussing Kuihman.
Not that Dickers didn't talk about it earlier in the stream also. Surely this isn't Dickers acting like he did his due diligence with his digging.
Okay, well, what was wrong there?
He's friendly with people like
we... Well, what was wrong?
What's wrong? He didn't fucking do his due diligence. I gave him a fucking lead. He didn't fucking mention it at all. It's so obvious, Kuihman. So obvious.
Kuihman and J-Stock
saying that J-Stock's community is doxing, Kuihman's community is doxing, right? Pointing all the fingers at them. Anyway, I dug into it to see what truth, if any, there is to Willie Mack's allegation against Kuihman and his community. The user who found and posted the link to Willie's wedding announcement page mentions Kuihman 0 times. He's pulling this allegation out of his Willie Mac hole. And yeah, if you look at the person who posted it, they joined, spoke for a couple days, and then left. Now, you can say this doesn't disprove that this person's in Kuihman's community. Maybe this person is like one of Kuihman's like top mods. Again, how can you prove, Dickers? How can you prove that this isn't like one of Kuihman's top guys, and that like they made an account and they posted this and then they just burned it, right? Yes, this is clearly a burner account. This is clearly a burner account. But the point being made is there is no evidence, like no evidence at all.
And wants to make it seem like Willie is crazy for thinking.
Is circumstantial evidence not evidence? I think I pretty much bring it up. You create a pattern of behavior of this person, and it's sort of related to this.
Okay,
and
so what was wrong there? So this is this Vincent Martin from the Willie Mack School of Video Making. Just play a clip and expect people to think it's wrong. What was wrong there?
Kuihman's school of commentary streaming is call it wrong and mischaracterize what someone's doing before they finish up their argument. Will he clarify later, or is his fucking bird brain gonna just fucking flew the coop with his conveniently memory loss? Playing dumb.
In this, and using other people's tweets to apply. Doing this is going against Willie's own values.
You're prescribing a doxing allegation to his community based on nothing. It's crazy. You're prescribing a doxing allegation to his community based on nothing. It's crazy.
Huh. This is something that Willie Mack has like called out and criticized before in other people. Apparently he can't notice it when it's himself, but yeah. So today I wanted to go ahead and have.
How's that an argument, Kuihman? Dickers is the king of dicking around, making vague statements, and just people in his community and his friends just accepting it as the truth. No critical thinking skills. Because, you know, that would get in the way of a very simple narrative that you can repeat over and over again.
We'll look over the old Willie Mack video that he made responding to Dark Viper.
But I'm sure there's more to that close to 8-hour stream that Dickers did. Yeah, rather than jumping on Dickers' stream to sort of explain myself, a stream that he retitled to Willie Mack Show Keeps Lying, I thought I would actually keep on going down the rabbit hole that I knew might be fruitless, but I did.
Yeah, I was trying to see where it led me instead of jumping on the story and being fucking yellow journalist, trying to be the first to get the narrative in. So quick to make judgment, but not willing to actually put in the fucking work. But this is why they pay him the big bucks.
Turn up a couple of things here.
Obviously, I'm sure, you know, people are saying it's fucking it. This is Blav, a known poster from Destiny's Kiwi Farms thread. First guy to put together all the pieces on the Lauren Southern stuff. Probably a credit there.
So it's clear from Kuihman's VOD titled Destiny Abandons His Principles.
Yeah, so what's the point here? So Destiny is responding directly to this guy. This is on Destiny's stream, yeah? So I don't associate with this guy. I don't be bringing this guy up. Destiny starts engaging with this guy directly, and I'm covering Destiny. People are saying it's fucking this is Blav, a known poster from.
Is Kuihman too stupid or too impatient or too dishonest to actually stick with the point? Let's see if he corrects himself after I actually make the point I'm using with this piece of evidence. Not great evidence, but from the horse's own mouth, admits to a certain thing. Why does he think that I'm saying anything about Destiny and him? Destiny and this guy. I'm looking into fucking Kuihman's commentary here, using his own words against him.
From Destiny's.
Well, not quite, but something very like it. Let's see if he picks up on that.
First guy to put together all the pieces on the Lauren Southern stuff. Probably a credit there.
So it's clear from Kuihman's VOD titled Destiny Abandons His Principles in a deranged deflection stream that Kuihman knows that Stranger Me is this Blab person. Ironically enough, he's even supportive of Destiny's claim of
Kiwi Farms is not clip chimp. They have whole worlds. Just imagine what like Zoe does and just feels Discord times like 1 million people all on a thread, except also like half the people are the same person on different accounts talking to themselves because they like to do that, I guess. Kiwi Farms. So like.
Okay, to be fair, I do believe that there is one user in there that did have several accounts talking to him. It did seem that way.
I wonder who.
Correct. It did seem that way. Yep.
That one user is and how Kuihman knows this, which makes me wonder about a couple of
very widely known. Very widely known. Not only has Destiny spoken about it at multiple points, but it's like the guy was like almost the entire thread at one point. If you went there for anything, you would see this guy like talking. What seemed like this guy talking to himself.
Sections of Kuihman's response to Willie Mack.
Person comes in and says, "Wow, message received."
Is he not even going to acknowledge the point? He actually just strengthens the point. That's very likely it's the same guy on a sock puppet account. This actually strengthens, and people gobble this shit up and thinks it's content. Whoa. Sorry, give me a moment. The utter insanity. Yeah. Playing altars and going over this dipshit.
With a $10 dono. Please explain to me if that wasn't a joke, if Max Striker, Federal Rape,
watching the Queer of the Man,
why on earth would they do it in a $10 donation to my live stream? I have DMs with this person. I follow this person on Twitter. They could come in at any time if they wanted to go and coordinate with me about.
Oh, and I'm sure I'm making this sort of comparison between what Blab is doing with the Sock Puppet account, which I'll admit you can't prove that sort of thing, but you can prove that that is a tactic that he does. From the clip, and Kuihman agrees. I'm using this sort of a juxtaposition compared to what Kuihman's saying here.
Boxing, they could do it in private, perfectly happily. You know, not that I would obviously accept that, but the point is there's communication open there. They're able to do that if they wanted to. Why would they put it in a $10 donation? Are you dense? Great
One
point.
explanation for this would be to maintain plausible deniability.
Why would that be? How would that be more plausible deniability from signaling about it in public than just simply doing it in private?
Okay, do I have to explain this? Basically, and this is just a theory, I'll admit it. Kuihman, this is a fucking logical argument that I made a comparison to highlight, which you didn't pick up. Are you really this dense, dumb, amoeba brain dipshit? Or are you playing dumb and acting like you don't know what I'm trying to do here? I don't know.
Private. How would that be more? I don't understand.
Yes, because you're a stupid idiot who can't read between the lines.
So why couldn't...
Yep, with Max, not with the other one.
So you have to use the fucking poison in the well about the jar defense video and the Fauci debate bullshit. Love it, love it. Love setting bait out there. This is see what people will pick up.
He just asked him to put in this dono at a certain time that he could bounce off of. Assuming...
Wait, what?
What do you think of my argument? You're just going to dismiss it outright. It's a legitimate argument. Are you just going to say it's crazy, conspiracy brain? That's my bet, especially with the title.
Huh? He's now saying that I enlisted Max to put in the...
Kuihman, I'm making an argument for why it's plausible, dipshit. Why are you not engaging with my argument, Kuihman? This isn't a live debate. You could take time.
Dono. To put in like a false flag, bad optics dono. Dude. Awesome theory. Actually, awesome theory. No, this is a W.
Thank you. How plausible is it? You just laugh it off. Again, he agreed that mockery is the best tactic to disarm someone.
Yeah, W Vincent.
This person. So why couldn't he just ask him to put in this dono at a certain time that he could bounce off of? Assuming this Max Striker person...
Willie Max Show actually fell into a very, very carefully executed trap here. I don't think you understand. I'm like operating on on levels you cannot comprehend.
As a regular viewer of Kuihman, which, yeah, it seems like it could be a very good case of that. So why is it such a crazy idea that maybe, just maybe, Kuihman asked this one person to send a super chat of some type, maybe not directly, but hint, hint, wink, wink, to set Kuihman up to do this good cop thing to that chatter's bad cop. Now, I can't prove that Kuihman maybe,
you're gonna have to make him happy.
Has a
Gotta make
similar
someone
connection
happy.
to this Blab, stranger me person. Given that, why does Kuihman not mention this possibly being the case in that very same stream?
The docs originates with, which means that I don't reference the idea that I could talk to Blab because I've said multiple times I don't talk to Kiwi farmers or anything like that. I don't be talking to these people.
Yeah, we're taking your word. You're in DMs with this person, but you don't talk to him? Sorry, I find that hard to believe. Why would you be in DMs with someone if you don't fucking talk to him? Maybe he doesn't talk to the Kiwi farmers, but this chatter? Yeah, he admitted to having DMs with them. Yeah, gaslighting Central.
Do that.
Yeah, we have your words because you're known so for your honesty.
Does maybe has a similar connection to this Blab, Stranger Me person.
Maybe.
Given
Did
that,
he miss the
why
maybe?
does Kuihman not mention this possibly being the case in that very same
Is he
stream?
skipping back?
The dox originates with something seems harmless if you really think about it for a second. Some people still get their feelings hurt by that. Okay, guys? Some people still really get cut up about that.
Make it about people's emotions, okay? Don't deal with their arguments. Say they're unhinged. Look, I'm not even going to say that about Kuihman. It's funny to do. Very calculated individual. He doesn't show anger very well. Neither do I, unless I'm doing a bit. Then it's funny to play up the emotions.
It's not okay, man. People getting their feelings hurt is just something that I can't abide.
Actually, stupidity actually annoys me. Don't confuse that for anger. It's just like, stop hurting my head. And I'm sure I do this to other people. Because, yeah, I should be more direct. But I like people to think about what I'm actually saying. Absorb it.
Sound like a joke to post people's addresses. I actually can't do it, man. I can't do this gay fucking.
You
don't
sure?
make joke donos to me. I literally can't do it.
Then we're supposed to
Doxing
just
people
listen
is
and
terrible.
believe.
Don't dox people. We're never abandoning joke donos.
Unless it creates content for you, right, Kuihman? You see, this is a lie. He loves doxing claims. He loves all this drama. He's a drama YouTuber. Why wouldn't he want people to dox? He just doesn't want it to get tied back to him. Actually, does he deal with doxing claims? Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I stopped watching Kuihman a while ago.
But that was 5 months earlier. Maybe, just maybe, Kuihman forgot about that, or isn't making the connection for some particular reason here.
I explicitly state that I'm not okay with doxing. That I don't believe it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's, in fact, been a key point that I've been hammering.
Listen and believe, Kuihman, folks. He's
Now,
such
there
an honest
is a
individual.
mention of Kuihman from
See,
this
that's
Stranger Me
mockery.
/ Blab
Sarcasm.
Particular person who seems to be lurking in Judd Logic's spicy chat, assumingly under a different name.
Yeah, Blabs does seem to be assessed with.
Socialists, I apologize for our sins to Israel.
Oh God, fucking dipshits! I don't know how far I'm gonna take this. Might skip to the next thing.
I think the most relevant one here is this bit here.
Kuihman is smart and entertaining. I do, however, think there's validity to the dead
The
air.
guy obviously sees my content, especially on Cover Destiny. Yes, he sees my Destiny coverage. He has posted about my Destiny coverage. Obviously, he has seen it. He is not welcome. His behavior is not tolerated. There's nothing I can do about someone on a different place.
Oh, okay, because you're the arbiter of who your fucking audience is.
He's talking about me. I can't stop him talking about me. That's something, not a thing I can do.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
I think that Willie Mac wouldn't be incorrect in believing that person was a regular.
And he also gave this person credit for the Lauren Southern stuff, okay? And they hype him up in Spicy Chat. Maybe not Kuihman directly, but Kuihman's smart enough to not get caught and will disavow on a dime. Smart. Doesn't prove really anything about Willie's claim, because Willie's claim was vague as fuck, okay? People taking it and acting like victims, funny as shit. Chud even's like, yeah, this is an attack on me. No, he didn't say anything about Spicy Chat. He said Kuihman's audience. And Chud and Augie all jumped together. Yeah, he said it. Actually, Augie was included, so that's actually more acceptable. Augie's still a dumbass. Plain dumb. Getting his info on Ethan from fucking J-Stock instead of actually watching any fucking videos and not being a lazy ass bitch.
Reviewer of Kuihman. Not that I can be sure that Willie Mac knows about any of this. Could just be a lucky guess or something else, because I'm sure he has a few more connections than I do.
I'm sure there are many people who have wanted Kiwi Farms to stop talking about them. Okay, many people have wanted Kiwi Farms to stop talking about them.
See, he's pivoting. No, Willie Mac has issues with him being doxxed by a Kiwi Farms user. Way to move the goalpost, Kuihman.
It's not. It's easier said than done. Okay, it's easier said than done. Let's leave it at that.
Leave it at that. What sort of argument is that?
Say the
completely anonymous account
is actually stranger me? Of course not. You would have to be insane.
I love this bit
claim,
here.
right? But does it seem like a distinct possibility given what I just
Let's see what he
over?
says.
Of course, you would have to be insane to deny it could very likely be the case. That is true. Or it could be someone else in Spicy Chat who seems to.
So is Operation German Drunk cancelled? Should I call off the hounds?
Thank you for the $4.99, Lumpy. Thank you.
Be a fan of him. Creating a burner account to feed him info. But you know what? Think a burner account to feed him info. But you know what? They
Why?
could very likely.
Why? Why?
Why? That is true. Or it could be someone else in Spicy.
Why the hell did he even cut this into the VOD? I'm thankful for it. I don't have to look through his video for this shit. But why? Why?
Bunch of attention on Kiwi bombs all the time and putting attention on dogs and shit like that. So this is a stupid joke. Spicy Chat is actually flat talking to himself. It's been like that the entire time, okay? There actually is no DK or anything.
Unrelated to Kuihman or J-Stock's audience at the end of the day. Still, when people saying there's absolutely no proof of
Resorting to mockery when you have no fucking arguments, Kuihman. Typical.
Willie Mac's claim, or that he's lying or crazy, or betraying his own standards. Not that I think they.
Which it makes it
know
fucking
what
impossible.
those-
Once Destiny just starts fighting with his own thread, like how do you even talk about this stuff without being specific? It's just so fucking annoying.
Even are. They seem to be going off of, something he said in a Keffels video, I think. You just have to dig much deeper to see where Willie is coming from with this claim. More importantly, Kuihman admits to throwing out plenty of false accusations.
I couldn't tell you that people are rapists and pedophiles in Discord.
Full circle, baby. This is a last video. I probably got to focus on Kuihman. My Kuihman arc is over. Just the robot arc? I can afford to do one more video, but I'm not going to waste it at this current time.
Chats.
He loves this clip. He loves this clip. I do too.
I couldn't tell you that people I've called rapists and pedophiles in Discord chats. It's countless. I had no evidence for any of it. Obviously, you would have to.
Yeah, of course I love this clip. It's like the most stupidest sort of thing you can admit to. Okay, admitting to this doing on a live stream would actually be worse, but you could get away with that as humor.
Be retarded to believe it.
Almost makes it seem like he's lying about this having no bad tactics. Wait, I guess this is a recent stance of his.
There's one slip up in the video that I definitely noticed. Like,
or maybe, Vincent. Okay, Vincent. Here's a crazy idea. I don't think it's a bad tactic to make inflammatory comments that nobody's likely to take seriously. Because I don't see a lot of harm coming from that.
Why does anyone take your mainstay content seriously? Meta-ironic purpose? I mean, yeah, maybe some people consider what Kuihman do comedy. But, oh, God. Hurts my fucking head to think that anyone would seriously consider this guy a good standard in commentary. But I'm a little old school that way. I mean, I make arguments in this video. As I said, I like evidence. I like making arguments based off of evidence. It seems like Kuihman's taken the fucking dodge. Your standards are crap, Kuihman. That's all I'll say on this. And yeah, I think I'm done. This was pathetic. I doubt he's going to come in with a fucking last minute clutch. This is halfway through this little bullshit excuse for a fucking VOD. Dodge. Setup, payoff. They always go for the setup, but not the payoff. They can ignore it because they